But we begin with another big story today in Europe, the arrest of the Canadian man at the center of the so-called body parts case. Luka Magnotta was nabbed in Germany today after a worldwide police search that reached into 190 countries. The CBC's Nala Ayed is in Berlin tonight with the details. Nala.
Peter, it was right at this very spot that Luka Magnotta was surfing the internet when he was spotted, questioned, and then arrested, ending a feverish manhunt that has made headlines around the world. It appears those very headlines are what compelled Magnotta to seek out an internet cafe in this South Berlin multicultural neighborhood. The same man who allegedly posted hair-raising, violent video online was reportedly reading about himself at this internet station early in the afternoon when a quick-thinking employee recognized his face. Kader Anlaisli acted immediately, ran out to the street and flagged down police. It was a police van, he says. I stopped them and said, "There is someone here who I'm sure you're looking for."
Our policeman went inside and asked the person for his identification. He gave them a false name, and but he got very nervous, so they insisted to see his passport. And after a while, he gave up, said, "You've got me."
A security camera inside the cafe captured the moment when police walked Magnotta out the door. It was a lucky break in a manhunt that had gone international. Interpol issued a red notice warning and a warrant for Magnotta's arrest last week, making his a priority case. Police believe he left Canada on May 26, bound first for Paris, where he reportedly stayed at this hotel, leaving some belongings behind, including porn magazines, according to French media. French police were informed of thousands of possible sightings. A French police source says German police were then alerted that Magnotta had boarded a bus to Berlin, apparently tracked through routine identity checks. Then today, the crucial tip came. In London for the Jubilee, Prime Minister Stephen Harper welcomed the arrest.
Well, I'm obviously pleased that the suspect has been arrested, and I just want to congratulate the police forces on their good work.
As you can imagine, it is also welcome news here in Europe, where some media had taken to calling him the Canadian psycho. Magnotta is now in police custody at a holding center, and police say he will appear before a judge tomorrow, generating yet more headlines. Peter.
Nala Ayed in Berlin. Thanks, Nala. Well, back in Canada, experts say it's not surprising that Magnotta's arrest came as quickly as it did, and that his personality was very likely what helped police. Our Joanna Remiliotis has that part of the story. Joanna.
Peter, experts say it's no surprise Magnotta's fascination with himself ultimately did him in.
What's up, and hi to all my fans.
Who his fans are, who knows? But by this posting just yesterday, it's clear Luka Magnotta's narcissism was intact, even while he was a fugitive on the run.
So by putting different pictures on the web of his appearance, that have been extremely helpful for us and not for him.
The so-called Canadian psycho was likely relishing the infamy. Magnotta had already made a habit of posting endless photos of himself online.
Mr. Magnotta is certainly not a master criminal.
Experts say there's no reason to believe he would be smart enough to stop, let alone realize that his actions would be his own undoing.
You have to look at this individual's personality, and he's very risk-taking, and he's very impulsive, and he would have poor behavioral control. And yeah, I mean, he took a risk, and it worked against him.
A desperate desire for any kind of fame. That struck photographer Paul Mason when he met Magnotta last spring. Now, like so many others, he's horrified.
A little bit creepy. Obviously, I went into his apartment, the door is closed, I didn't know him, he didn't know me. I could have been set up for, I could have been in the mailbox for all I know.
Magnotta faces charges for the slaying and dismemberment of 33-year-old Jun Lin, a foreign student from China. Body parts, including a hand and foot, were mailed to offices of political parties in Ottawa. Lin's torso was found stuffed in a suitcase on a curb outside Magnotta's apartment. Janitor Mike Nadeau made the grisly discovery. Magnotta's arrest, he says, is a relief.
I was ecstatic. You know, an animal like that shouldn't be on the street. You will forever be remembered and never forgotten.
At the convenience store where Lin worked, customers have left cards of sympathy.
I feel like much better than before, but the loss of his family, it cannot be bring him back.
Lin's parents are making their way to Canada. At Concordia University, where Lin was studying, a makeshift memorial is in place.
And I hope justice is going to be made, like he's going to come and that he's going to be judged for what he did.
If Magnotta fights extradition, it may take months, even years, before he's back in Canada, but experts are betting his ego will prevail and that he'll want to come back earlier to face trial and the public attention that will surely come with it. Peter?
All right, Joanna, thank you.